Do you think like you paid a price for being as gorgeous as you are?
Pretty women are mostly lonely.
What is the kind of support that you wish you had?
Jim was the constant and the best support.
Do you feel like you are not seen because you are so pretty?
Yes, happens with so much with my work.
Do you think she also could possibly be having complexes living up to the standards that you set?
One thing that I'm very sure of is that Manmeet and I have raised and we are raising a very, very confident child.
What motivates you to wake up and take care of yourself?
That idea of what I'm going to feel in the next 2 hours is what motivates me.
I've tasted success at work, so I run to work. I've never tasted success of what fitness feels like.
Probably that's why you did not. Your happiness was, I climbed 10 floors. It wasn't that, oh God, I'm fit.
What is the void? Did you find the support from your family? Jealousy and envy, something that you face a lot. Hi again, this is Kavyal Sidani with another Full Circle podcast. Now, usually when I shoot podcasts, I shoot it keeping in mind that what would you like to hear? What do you need? This particular episode, it's more for me than it's for you. I have a very, very special guest. Her name is Karishma Modi Chandok. For me, she is K, and for the world, she is Karu. For everyone who loves her, she is Karu. When you first see her, you're taken aback by how beautiful, how gorgeous, how confident somebody can be. She's been a Miss India. Anything she touches, she will turn into gold. But there's so much more to her than that. There's an insane sense of discipline. There's an insane sense of being able to love, being able to give. I pride myself in my ability to love. But if I have to think that, do I know somebody who can love more than I can? That would be Karishma. And that's why she's here. It is my honor to reintroduce to you this new avatar of Karishma Modi Chandok. And today we're going to speak about so many things that are so close to my heart. Welcome, Karishma.
Oh my God. I need a few seconds.
Really? Did you know that that is
First
exactly...
of all, I love you.
I love you so much more.
Yes, please go on.
I don't know if I ever told you that in person because, when we meet, we have so much to talk. We have so much to discuss. But you do have this magnanimous sense of being able to love everyone and everything around you. You have a tattoo on your wrist which says Sangini. Right?
Yes.
And it's amazing that tattoos choose us or we choose tattoos depending on who the deepest part of ourselves is. Your togetherness, and your togetherness not just with your husband Manmeet, but with your daughter, with your own body, your fitness, your parents, your friends. You truly are Sangini in every form. Today you are here because I need you. Okay, I need how your head functions, and a lot of women who are hearing this podcast, women don't realize that a huge part of their mental health is based on their physical health. Okay, I have felt this, and I possibly feel this every 4 months. I have this huge cycle that goes up and down, up and down, up and down with my weight, and I feel like crap. I feel like shit. I feel like nothing in the world is working for me. But I have seen that whether you're having a good day or whether you're having a bad day, and you've had your share of mental health traumas, issues, swings up and down, you have never given up on yourself. What is that thought that you wake up with? I want that thought, that I want to wake up with that what motivates you to wake up and take care of yourself?
Wow. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for making me meet myself again today through your kind words. Where do I begin with? When I came to you, when I met you for the first time, I was a very different person, if you remember. Yes, of course. Dedication, zeal, zest to do different things in life. Everything was there. But I have changed so much after I met you. So you asking me, what is it that makes you wake up? What is it that motivates you? I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I can probably go and speak with other people, but you asking me this question. So I understand. So I'm going to take this forward as you asking me on behalf of the.
Everybody, and for
Yes.
me too, trust me. Trust me. We all have loopholes, right? This is mine.
You have such an instrumental role in my life in making me who I am today. Fine, I'm in loss of words, but there are like so many words gushing in my head right now. There's so much I want to say. So let me begin. What motivates me? I've seen what I went through. I don't want to go that. I don't want to go through that again. Ever, ever. I would not want anyone. Like I always keep saying this. Depression is not a nice place to be in. It's not a very good address. I would not want anyone to be there. And people don't understand. I mean, the way people use this term casually, they really don't know what it is all about. So I've been through a phase where I was so low in life that I could not pick myself out of the bed. It was like my bed was sucking me in. All the things that we've heard and read, it's all true. Yes, you definitely go through all of that. But as I started recovering, fitness has been a part of my life, not for many years. The way you spoke about me, I think the listeners would feel that ये तो बहुत सालों से workout करती होगी, fitness में होगी. This journey began, I believe, some 7-8 years ago only. That too, I was doing a particular television show where I used to do my own stunts. And when the show got over, I kind of getting withdrawals because I wasn't getting that rush, that feeling, and that the way I used to feel at the end of the day whenever I used to finish all those very difficult, dangerous stunts. And I used to do all of them by myself. So when the show got over, I started feeling very difficult to cope up with my very lazy day. You know, even if I was working, I wanted to do that. So that just kind of make me think, okay, you know what, I should join a gym. I'll probably go and start doing somersaults and I'll learn how to cartwheel. That's how my journey started.
Wow.
I landed up at a gym because functional was very new back then. And I said, chalo yehi kuch kar lenge because weights to mujhe nahi uthane. One fine day, I think I must be in the second or third week of my newly found activity. It wasn't my love back then. It was just an activity for me. I lifted weights and that was it. I just fell in love with the idea of lifting weights, and then I just moved on to lifting very heavy weights, and today I proudly call myself that I am into heavy weightlifting. So my love story with workouts began then, and that's when I realized that, you know what, while I'm working out, it's working on my fitness. And that's when I understood how important it is to take care of your body. To, you know, when you see results, whenever I would see a new muscle popping up on my body, the whole happiness changed. Initially, I would be like, oh, wow, see, my biceps are showing. Oh, see, my shin is showing. And now I'm like, oh, that area of my body is getting fitter. My muscle is getting stronger, you know. And obviously, with time in these 7-8 years, I realized that it is so important to keep your body fit, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, in every manner. And yeah, that's how I did. And motivation, like I said, I don't want to feel low ever again. So the days when I'm not able to get up and I don't feel like working out, I just tell myself, you know what, it's just about these 2 hours. By the end of the second hour, you're going to be so proud of yourself and the entire frequency changes. That's exactly what I tell my daughter also. It's all about just getting out of that bed. Get up, move your hands, just do anything, dance, do whatever you want to do. But something it does to your body and you'll start feeling happy. I don't understand those terms that you use, wo kaun sa endorphin, serotonin and this and that, but it actually works. So that idea of what I'm going to feel in the next 2 hours is what motivates me. And of course, the body that I get, the muscles that come out and the gains. I love the gains on my body. I love to work out. In fact, I was just thinking a few days ago that when I was 20, I was always a very thin girl and तब ये लगता था कि if so my mother I remember we used to stay at a place when we shifted to Bombay. I'm actually from Ahmedabad, and when I shifted because of work, the building that we used to stay उसके across ही एक gym था, and my mother's like gym membership ले ली है, you have to go at least thrice in a week, and I was like, but I'm fine, why do I need to, you know, the mentality and the conditioning that we always had that आप पतले हो तो आपको gym की क्या ज़रूरत है. But I'm thinking my mom was so progressive and she understood that time. She never told me that I'm sending you for fitness. But I kept thinking, मुझे क्यों भेज रहे हैं, मैं तो पतली हूँ ना. But today I understand, and that's why I tell my 17-year-old, please go to the gym. It's not to lose weight. It's not for anything else, but it's just to be fit, not just physically but mentally also. So workouts do that. Fitness does that.
I think every woman that I know, every man that I know would have this on their resolution that, this year is going to be about fitness. And something happens by mid-Jan, mid-Feb, that's no longer the goal. अगर मैं खुद एनालाइज करूँ ना, तो मुझे लगता है कि मुझे पता ही नहीं है कि वो क्या खुशी होती है. You know, when you say that it's so good for your mind, maybe I've never tasted it. I've tasted success at work, so I run to work. I've never tasted success of what fitness feels like. What is that emotion? What is that? I mean, why is it worth reaching there? कैसा क्या महसूस होता है वो?
Why not? I think you're not understanding. You must have, but probably you didn't know that, you know, this is the happiness that you feel. Probably you weren't able to put your finger on it. So you keep going for these retreats. You go for long walks. You sometimes trek. Yeah. How are you able to do that? Whenever we work out, people are fit. As per age, things change. There are people who are 50 who are not working out, but still they go for long treks. They are probably blessed, or probably they are doing something in their life which is keeping them fit. But when you do these things, and suppose lift nahi chal rahi hai, you climb 10 floors. Maybe you didn't realize that it's my fitness that got me here. You were so happy thinking that, oh, I climbed 10 floors today, but you didn't realize what made you climb those 10 floors. Probably that's why you did not. Your happiness was, I climbed 10 floors. It wasn't that, oh God, I'm fit. I'm so fit that I could do that. Because there are so many 15-year-olds who cannot. Correct? So I think in life, we don't realize that there are other, as in fitness. I think, like I'm saying, fitness is the last thing people look at.
It is.
It's the last thing, and it needs to be the number
one thing. I agree, because if I look at it, I feel like I hate being unfit. But somewhere I came to terms with it. Somewhere, like a lot of other women, I started telling myself that this is, I'm not a model. Come on, this is not important for me, but I have to look beyond looking thin. I have to look beyond the quality of life, which clearly is compromised for a lot of us.
People need to understand being thin or thick has got nothing to do with fitness. There are people, yes, of course, there are a lot of medical complications that happen if, you are overweight or obese. But I'm not talking about that. That's a different chapter. I don't have much knowledge about it. But I'm saying your size actually does not matter with your fitness. There are so many people who are big in size. I hope I'm not offending anyone by taking these terms, but I have to explain. So I'm using them. People who are overweight, they end up doing so many things. There are so many choreographers in our industry who do not have the perfect bodies, but look at them, the way they move. It's their fitness. It cannot be just your mental strength all the time. That, oh, main kar dunga. Somewhere your body has to be there and support you. So it's all thanks to fitness. So, when you're saying, what did you just say, that you hate being what? Unfit. Stop saying that. You've taught this to me.
Yeah.
Stop. I mean, hate, I always feel, is a very strong word. It's better we say, I don't like it, you know. But you've taught me not to say no.
Yes. We all need reminders from time to time.
Yes,
right? That's
exactly.
why you are here. You said that you got into fitness because you never wanted to feel depressed again. You know how that feels like. Tell me, why does does it even happen? You're young, you're gorgeous, you're fit, you're famous, you have all the abundance that you need, you have a man, you have your child, you have a beautiful home, the world is at your feet. What is the void? Why would a person like you be depressed? Because most of us, we feel like, oh, if only I got thin, I wouldn't be so depressed. Oh, if only I got a stable job, I wouldn't be so depressed. Why depression? What happened?
We all carry a heart and a mind.
Yeah.
And that has got nothing to do with our beauty standards, with our financial status, how famous we are. These are no parameters to really understand किसको होना चाहिए, किसको नहीं होना चाहिए. कुछ लोग लाइफ में इतने बिजी होते हैं कि उनको पता ही नहीं होता है कि उनको मेंटल इश्यूज हैं. Okay. So, like I said, we all have a heart, we all have a mind. Just because I have a lot of work, I have a beautiful family, abundance, prosperity, but definitely something that's eating me from inside. This was such a common question that I used to be asked by everyone, family, friends. तुझे क्या है? तुझे क्यों डिप्रेशन है? I said, क्या मेरी गाड़ी से पता लगता है कि मैं कितनी खुश हूँ? क्या मेरे बैंक बैलेंस से पता चलता है मैं कितनी खुश हूँ? You are gorgeous. I said, what do I do with this beauty if from here I'm not happy? If this is not working properly? You know? Luckily, in my case, no childhood trauma. But then there's so much of backlog and there are so many unresolved traumas that all of us are carrying, which sometimes hits you so bad in life that we ourselves don't understand. That's exactly when we need you, people like you, who help us, who hold our hand, and you guide us through the whole journey and you explain us कि क्या है, क्या था और क्या हो रहा है. And तब हमको धीरे धीरे समझ में आता है कि नहीं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, हमको कुछ इश्यूज हैं जिनको सॉल्व करना है लाइफ में. So, saying that you have everything in life and why mental health issues with you, I seriously do not have an answer for that. All I can say is there are a lot of things apart from therapy that you can do to help yourself. One being fitness, as in forget fitness, just go to the gym.
Move your body.
Move your body. And tell yourself, this will end. This will end. I remember I had read somewhere that a lady who was battling depression, and she said that when I was all fine later, I used to laugh. And when I read that, I was like, how is this possible? It's the most gruesome journey, you know. How can someone laugh even later? Because those emotions were real. Whatever we were experiencing was so real. But that is exactly what happened to me. I laughed. I was like, "वो क्या था?" You know. So today, whenever I get bouts of feeling low energy, I'm feeling negative, I just tell myself, I can never fall into depression again. I know they say don't never say never, but to explain, I'm saying that it's not possible because I've understood it's not. Please don't mind me saying this, that it's not a real world. It's very subjective. What I mean by it not being real, yes, whatever happens is real. But it's a world which we've made where we feel that this is the end of it. बस अभी worthlessness है, nothingness है, what am I going to do आगे? I don't want to live. I've had suicidal thoughts. You know, I wanted to kill myself. But today, oh my God, no. I want to live. And I would want to talk to every such person who's battling this and explain them, I'm no therapist, please go to a proper therapist. But as being a literally survivor, ये निकल जाएगा. Don't give in to it. Do not succumb to it. So
sometimes we don't want to die. We want a phase to get over. It's the death of the phase that we want, or it's the death of the pain that we want. And we feel like the only way this phase can end is if I end myself.
And myself, exactly. But that's the time when you know how blessed you are with your family, how much are they understanding. Luckily nowadays the awareness about mental health is way better than what it used to be. People understand, children understand. If someone is battling in the house, they understand how to deal with it. Still it's so difficult, and I feel depression जितना उस इंसान के लिए difficult है, उससे कहीं ज़्यादा family के लिए. Because the family has to understand that person. And
It's wonderful. Tell me a little bit more about that. When you had depression, did you find the support from your family? And if you didn't, what is the kind of support that you wish you had?
So, my husband Manmeet, obviously it was very new for him. When my daughter happened, I don't know if I had postpartum. I really don't know. So I would like to believe मैं ठीक थी, मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ. छोटी मोटी चीज़ों को I would not like to put them under the term of postpartum, respecting all the women who have gone through it. But later, when I was diagnosed with bipolar and depression, yes, I was handling myself. Another thing, there was a battle going on. I remember I used to not wake up. My husband, when he would leave for office, for his work, he would be like, okay, just half an hour. Okay, I'm going to call and check on you. You should be awake by then. Please have your breakfast. Obviously, he would call, send the staff inside the room. Didi nahi utri, Didi nahi utri. But 3 bajte the, and I would know Samara is going to be back home. And that's not the face I wanted to show her. I did not want her to enter a room where the curtains are drawn and there is no light and Mama is still sleeping. I left in the morning at 8 o'clock. Mama was sleeping then and Mama abhi bhi so rahi hai. वो जो था ना, वो सबसे difficult time था because I didn't want to show that side. And today I tell her that sometimes I ask her that Samara, that time आपको क्या लगता था? Yeah, sometimes I used to think why Mama is still sleeping, why Mama sleeps so much, you know. But then Mama, I was too busy, you know, I was too young to understand. And most of the times, like I said, मैं उठ जाती थी. It literally used to be ting tang and पानी वानी पी लिया, ऐसे दिखाया कि मैं तो कब से उठी थी, अभी वापस नैप लिया मैंने तो. And I would get into self-explanatory mode. Sammy, so then I did this, I did that. That little child, मतलब उसको क्या समझना है, क्या नहीं समझना है. मैं उसको बोल रही हूँ, मैंने सुबह से ये किया, मैंने सुबह से वो किया. मैंने कुछ नहीं किया होता था, मैं बस उसको दिखाने के लिए. So, yes, my husband, he did whatever he could. I have a very dear friend in my life. He was my constant support back then. And he tried whatever best he could. And simultaneously, Manmeet was trying his best, how he could help me by learning more and more about it. I remember times when I myself used to tell him कि पता है ऐसा करना चाहिए, वैसा करना चाहिए. Then he would read a little bit about it. And then he would tell me, please tell me more. What am I supposed to do? How can I make you feel better? And then there would be times when I did not want people to always, have this shield around me and protect me so much, because that sometimes used to make me feel all the more. Because, I had this very thing that in the morning, मेरे को बहुत depressed feel होता था. By evening, I wanted to conquer the world.
That's bipolar, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, जैसे 6-7 बजते थे, चलो gym जाना है, ये करना है. And my gym was the constant and the best support. My community, like I say. I used to go to this gym which was really small. And वहाँ पे ज़्यादा machines नहीं थी. So it was like an akhada. And that's where I remember I used to spend literally 2-3 hours in the gym. And I remember doing deadlifts and sometimes falling on the floor, crying on the floor. And वहाँ से मेरे को मेरे gym के instructor की आवाज़ आती थी, चलो चलो सब ठीक हो जाएगा. These are the people. They don't even know. There are so many people who I'm working out and they would just cross by and they didn't know what was happening with me, but they knew something was off. They would just come, yeah, you can do it. बोल के निकल गए. घूम के देखो तो पता भी नहीं कौन था,
Amazing.
So these strangers who were my biggest support, Yes, my family, I did not tell my in-laws, I did not tell my parents, I did not tell my sister. So obviously they had no idea. So they were just loving me the way they have always loved me. But yes, my husband, today that you have asked me, I'm realizing how much he was trying to understand this whole situation, because he said, मुझे नहीं पता इसमें क्या करना है. Please help me. Please tell me what to do. So we kind of bonded on that also.
I think it's so beautiful that you say that the strangers who just said that, you know, chalo chalo sab theek ho jayega, even though they don't know, that itself is a support that you remember.
Absolutely.
And for the men who sometimes don't know how to support their wives, just ask.
And that's what
how
he
can I
did.
help
I'm
you?
so
Yeah.
glad and grateful to Manmeet for at least coming and asking me and not showing it off के मुझे नहीं पता ये सब क्या होता है, or I don't believe. He's literally sat with me and he's like, तो आप कैसा feel कर रहे हो, आपको क्या लग रहा है? And those questions would irritate the hell out of me, because probably at that time I was feeling nice. And now by asking me, you're shoving me into that zone which was at 12 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, him, and like you ask him today, he would say more. He can tell you more about mental health than I can.
I think your depression has made that man grow so much
Leaps and
with
bounds.
his emotional intelligence that you know, and he's very emotionally intelligent. But I think a huge part of that has to do with you. It has to do with you. What I'm also taking from this conversation right now is that if somebody just naturally has to see you and they see the hotness and the prettiness, and they will find you intimidating. Okay, you could have an expression where people will be like, "Oh, no, uske paas jaake baat nahi kar sakte." But the most prettiest, sexiest, intimidating figures out there could also have a dark space which can just use our support, which just says that chalo chalo sab theek ho jayega.
Yes, of course. I think I was my biggest supporter. And the intimidating part that you're asking me, are you asking me per se beauty, or you talking about something else? I didn't get that question.
Women who are naturally confident and good looking and have a great body at that and can speak well at that, they will be hated in a room because they represent what a lot of other women can't be. They pay a price for their beauty. They pay a price. They will find you intimidating. Do you think like you paid a price for being as gorgeous as you are?
Thank you for. I mean, yes, I'm very upset with this thing. I'm very, very upset. And I keep talking to Manmeet about this. I said, yaar, ye kya hai? You know, I want real friends.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry. I mean, ये थोड़ा funny है when you have to call yourself beautiful or you have to call yourself pretty. I'm so grateful for what
You know,
God has given me.
I was speaking to Tanaz Irani in the day, and she said that the truth is in the truth, boss. You can't take away the truth from the truth, and the truth is that yes, you're pretty, and you please own it.
So I know, and I'm really grateful.
Yeah.
I don't say कि oh come on. नहीं, मुझे पता है. मुझे पता है. And मैं बहुत grateful हूँ उस चीज़ के लिए. और मैं बहुत ख्याल भी रखती हूँ अपना. There's a lot that goes behind keeping me not just fit, but my skin, hair, and a lot of other things. I spend time behind myself. There's a discipline that I follow. But yes, so here I come. Pretty women are mostly lonely. They have very few friends. Men, of course, they find it a little difficult to approach you. But उस चीज़ पे मैंने कभी ध्यान नहीं दिया. Women, I don't have women friends. The ones that I have, they're very dear to me. But close, I mean, this therapist of mine, I can't call you my friend because मैं आपको disregard करूँगी. But you mean so much to me. You are the only female friend. What should I call you? You know what you mean to me. that I speak as if I'm talking to my mirror. I do not say so much to my mirror also. You know, the way I speak to you, the way when I speak to you and I don't care, I don't bother. And it's not always therapy. It's not always therapy. It's I call you and I talk to you and talk about everything. I do not have that kind of fluency or the faith to speak with some other friend of mine. You know, really do not have female friends. And I do not know what is it because I've been there for them, they've been there for me. But कुछ होता है, कहीं पे कोई एक चीज़ आ जाती है जहाँ पर it just fizzles out. So, of course, like we have spoken, I think मेरी masculine energy कुछ ज़्यादा ही है, मेरे ज़्यादा दोस्त लड़के हैं. But शायद वो इसलिए भी हो क्योंकि मेरे कभी लड़कियों से बनी नहीं, कहाँ जाके क्या बात वो हो जाती है. Something or the other, I don't know, I'm not...
Is jealousy and envy something that you face a lot?
Now I'm understanding these things. All these years I could not. But now I can see it. And I feel that they so love me. They truly love me. But their first reaction when they meet me at a party or somewhere else, I don't know, something just goes, the bulb just goes off. And then they come back. And I know they love me. These 2-3 friends that I have.
Another thing that I know about you is that you're lovely, you're pretty, but there is so much more to you than that. You're so well read about the smallest. I mean, I could have a sty and you will know exactly what to do about that sty. You know, my daughter could be going through something and you would know exactly what to do about it. Do you feel like you are not seen because you are so pretty? You're not seen as a person because people can't go beyond your face and your body.
Yes, happens with so much with my work. If I want to know how well did I act in a particular TV show or anything that I've done, the first compliment is always, you looked gorgeous. You're looking so nice in it. Again, I'm grateful. I'm so blessed that I get to hear that, you know. बट वो उसके आगे बात नहीं बढ़ती है क्योंकि वो उसी में इतनी चलती जाती है. Everyone is talking about how lovely I looked, how beautiful I am, and this and that. That it's like, can we talk about the work that I did? Can we talk about the other things that I do? You know. Yes, of course. So, and you know what? All of this is happening to me in the last 4-5 years. Like literally in the last 2-3 years, I've been feeling that ऐसा क्यों नहीं है, ऐसा क्यों होता है, लोग इसके बारे में क्यों ज़्यादा बात करते हैं. I don't know all these years how I did not even realize. Of course, in life I have felt unheard, in life I have felt unseen, I have felt in many other ways. Yes, my beauty is something that I'm confident, but people have really made me feel very confident about, you know, by telling me again and again, oh, you're gorgeous, you don't look your age, oh, teenager daughter, this and that. तो वो सारी चीज़ों से पता चलता है. लेकिन आप मीठा पसंद है, कितना मीठा खा लोगे, फिर तो बोलोगे ना कि मुझे मीठे के साथ थोड़ी सी सेवरी भी चाहिए, you know. So similarly, I want to hear other things also. There's so much I do, you know, in other aspects of life. There's social work that I do. I am there for my family. There are so many other things that I do. But I think what I've always heard सबसे ज़्यादा is कितनी सोहनी है, कितनी सुंदर है, oh God, she's hot, she's gorgeous, oh hot mama, and this and that. मैंने तो trophy wife भी सुन लिया है. So,
you know, it's so funny what is coming to me right now that the biggest block to a very good-looking woman is her good looks itself.
I have lost on work because of that.
Really?
Yes.
Because you're too pretty.
So there was a time when I started working with a lot of do's and don'ts in life. You know, being an actor, there were a lot of things that I was okay doing and not okay doing. So accordingly, I had to pick up the characters. Like if someone would call me for a main lead, I would say, इसमें तो साथ में फिर romantic angle होगा ना, so I don't want to do it. Give me a parallel lead.
And I don't want to do it because
इसमें साथ
you're
में
married to Manmeet.
No, because I did not want to. There were things in life because of which I didn't want to do romantic roles, because romance में फिर थोड़ा cuddling होता है, ये सब होता है, तो I was not very okay doing all of that. You're very bad. You're making me say things. मैं नहीं बोलूँगी. So मुझे नहीं करना था ये सब. Okay. So उस वजह से there were a lot of brilliant roles that I had to say no to, because they had opposite lead में लड़का obviously, तो वो लड़के के साथ जो भी हाथ पकड़ना वगैरह, I wasn't very comfortable back then. अब मैं कर सकती हूँ, हाँ, अब मैं कर सकती हूँ, नहीं अब मैं करना चाहती हूँ.
She's still married to Manmeet. That doesn't matter.
Yeah. So, अरे आज तो मेरा husband मुझे बोलते हैं go and work outside, yeah, look at you, you need to work. Yeah. So, back then, so whenever I would say, okay fine, give me a negative lead or give me a parallel lead, literally मुझे ये कहा गया है कि आप ना हमारी female lead को overshadow कर रहे हो. I said, ये कैसी वजह हुई? नहीं मैम. I hope I'm not sounding too pompous.
No,
but
not at
reality
all.
of our industry.
It's so important for us to understand that we pay a price for everything. And women are always looking at the fact that, oh, if only I was pretty, half my life problems would not be there. But we've never looked at the other angle, that there are different kind of problems altogether that come with the package.
Yeah, and so, you being called, oh, she's got too much attitude, she's a snob. No, it's you who doesn't want to come and talk to me. I'm giving my widest of smile looking at you at a party, but you're just checking me out from aise karke and then just rolling up your eyes. I don't know what have I done. And obviously, I'm any which way, mera socializing thoda sa limited hai. I speak with everyone, but then probably this jawline that I'm bestowed with, I think it's pretty intimidating. So if I'm not smiling and I just have a poker face, people feel she's in like that D&D mode right now and doesn't want to be disturbed. She's not going to smile. People do not come and talk to me. Samne se. I have to go and talk to them. Yeah, and they tell me, अरे हमें तो लगा आप बात नहीं करोगे. क्यों?
Your assumption.
So, like this happens with people who are really famous. Oh, he's so famous, she's so famous. They will not come and talk to us. Why will they talk to us? मेरे साथ fame का कोई लेना देना नहीं है. It's just the way I look. Of course, I carry myself with a certain elegance and class and grace. But वो तो positives है ना?
Correct. Absolutely.
So, since when these things have become negatives in life, and I am very happy someone is talking to me about it, because I'm frustrated.
I'm glad you're speaking out here.
I am very upset. Yeah. How can being pretty be a hassle in life? मैं तो बहुत खुश हूँ, but अब मैं खुद इसको ऐसे देखने लगी हूँ कि वर्क में इशू आता है, socializing करने में इशू आता है. Especially women, I don't know what happens to them. I mean, I literally walk up to women and I tell them any part of the world that I'm in, and if I see a beautiful woman, a man I don't go to because probably
just sends the wrong signs.
Yeah. But I always
seen that.
Yes, I walk up to them and I tell them, oh my God, you're gorgeous.
I've seen that. In fact, I have to mention at this point that I needed some really nice photographs, okay? And the very close friend that you mentioned, Amir Dalvi, is also, what a wonderful human being. It's very difficult to get his dates for getting a photo shoot, but because you were there and he said, okay, sure, we'll do it. You were there at that time. And I don't know how to pose. I can barely sit, without fiddling with my sari. You were standing there telling me exactly what to do. You were holding the lights for me. And the OCD that you are. Yet, when he said, Kavyal, can you just wear those shoes and socks? And I'm like, I'm not carrying shoes and socks. You're like, wait, hold on. You removed your socks, you removed your shoes and said, wear this. And I'm like, I'm very happy wearing her socks and shoes. How is she going to wear them back again, knowing how finicky she is? But it was at that time when I realized that you have a heart larger than most people I know. And you deserve the kind of support that has come from, whether it is from me or whether it is from Amir or Manmeet or friends around you. I also know that you have very strong boundaries for people outside, which is clearly to protect you. But when you walk into my office, you are a koala bear. You will climb over me and you will hug me like, I'm going to go extinct tomorrow. It's that beautiful. So I truly wish that people could see in you what I see in you, because you're very, very, very special. But anyway,
Thank you.
one more question that I have is, you have a very beautiful growing up daughter, and by her being beautiful, I mean she's a fantastic musician. She's all heart. I feel like I'm her godmother. Do you think she also could possibly be having complexes living up to the standards that you set?
One thing that I'm very sure of is that Manmeet and I have raised and we are raising a very, very confident child.
Yes, she's
She
lovely.
is so confident. I don't even need to go into it and see now that you asked me. No, I know. None of that matters to her. Because she knows what she is. And God's grace, God has bestowed her with amazing beauty in and out. She's so compassionate. She loves to love, you know. जहाँ
gets
मुझे
that
उसको
from
बोलना
you.
पड़ता है बेटा
Yeah.
रुक जा, you know, easy, you know. And she likes to be there for people. And it's not that now वो बड़ी हो रही है इसलिए. Even when she was 5, when she was 3, I remember her once telling Manmeet, Papa medicine at the age of 2.5, 3, just because she was noticing every night Manmeet would have a supplement. One day she did not, probably she missed out seeing him. She went up to him and she like, ठीक से बोल भी नहीं पा रही थी. Papa medicine. She was reminding him. So she's तब से all heart, you know. And she's a very confident girl. Unfortunately, yesterday she fell while dancing. She got 10 stitches on her left eyebrow के थोड़ा ऊपर. And of course, Manmeet being a concerned father, the first thing he said, like after everything was done, he just looked at Sammy and he's like, मेरी global star के face पे मैं थोड़ी दाग थोड़ी ना रहने दूंगा. He calls her a global star. He's like, ये तो मेरी global star है. ये बहुत कुछ करने वाली है life में. So मेरी global star के face पे ऐसे दाग थोड़ी ना पड़ने दूंगा मैं. And she's like, but I want one. So that's what I'm saying.
brave.
It did not matter. Her mother-in-law called me and she's like, बेटा scar रहेगा क्या face पे लगी है? I said, don't even mention that in front of her, because it's not
happy to
last.
carry
It's
it.
none of her
Yeah,
concerns.
yeah. Lovely.
She's in fact, she was telling the doctor that ये रहेगा ना थोड़ा सा. I want to remember मैं गिरी थी. ये रहेगा ना. So that's how she is. I do not think, and she's like, and because she's a teenager right now, she's the most amazing support that I have. The work that I'm doing again, like, you know, now that I've started working again, and I'm going in so many different areas. I play cricket. I, you know, और क्या क्या करती हूँ मैं फिटनेस में हूँ मैं फैशन शो शुरू कर दिया एक्टिंग शुरू कर दिया जो कुछ भी मैं करती रहती हूँ आई जस्ट कीप टेलिंग माई सेल्फ आई थिंक दिस इज फॉर समायरा आई थिंक दिस इज फॉर समायरा बिकॉज शी फील्स वेरी हैप्पी लाइक शी वॉज सो हैप्पी दिस मॉर्निंग व्हेन आई टोल्ड हर दैट यू नो आई एम गोइंग फॉर काबिल आंटीज पॉडकास्ट एंड शी इज लाइक वाओ ये आई फील वेरी हैप्पी व्हेन यू गो आउट फॉर वर्क सो शी इज़ अ वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट चाइल्ड वो मुझे देखकर सीखेगी वो उसको कभी मुझे देखकर ये नहीं लगेगा इनफैक्ट the one thing that she keeps telling me, I don't have to worry about looks because I'm your daughter.
Good genetics.
I'm
Yes,
your daughter.
yes,
I do not have to worry
yes,
about looks.
Yes.
So,
Have you ever faced heartbreak? Have you ever faced rejection?
love rejection?
Relationship rejection?
Touch wood. Never. Blessed, you know. No, always ended up with people that I wanted to be with.
But were those relationships easy? Is it like if
You know,
you're
I
pretty,
got
you can get away with anything that you want in a relationship? Was Was it that easy?
Oh God. Oh God. No, not like that. But I was very young. So I got married when I was really young. So शादी के बाद तो it's just this, you know, I've been with Manmeet. But उससे पहले जो relationships थे, they were what, teenager love and stuff. It didn't really matter. But yes, now that you're asking me, yeah, I used to give in. I used to do things for my partner. Even though I was so confident, I don't. One second, I'm not getting it. It feels ancient. I don't remember much. But no, the way. Let's talk about my marriage. Yes, I felt saying a yes and being okay with most of the matters would make me a good wife, a good daughter-in-law. But it's not that I did all of that just because I wanted to show that I'm a good daughter or a daughter-in-law. I felt like doing all of that. That was me. ये संगी ने किसी के बोलने पे नहीं लिखवाया है, मुझे फील होता था इसलिए मैंने लिखवाया है. So nothing was ever forced upon me as far as doing things for others, which later I got to know that they are known as people pleasers. Correct? People pleasers. These are the people who are always उसको अच्छा लगेगा इसलिए कर लेते हैं. Not thinking, okay, for example, beach place या mountain place. Beach चलते हैं, movies चलते हैं, cricket देख लेते हैं. Did not even say that what I wanted to do. So it's not your partner's fault. It's your fault. You never told the partner. Had I ever said that, listen, I want to go to the mountain. I want to go for a trek. मैंने तभी कब कुछ बोला ही नहीं तो सामने वाले को कैसे पता चलेगा. फिर वो होता है कि after 10 years you suddenly one day get up and you say, why is it always that we go to places that you want to go? And मुझे ट्रैक पे जाना है. मुझे हमेशा से as a child I always loved trekking. मुझे mountains बहुत पसंद है. We never went there. This has really happened. And Manmeet was like, baby, that's because you never told me.
You were too happy to do things that make him happy.
So it's not that he was asking me to do that or anybody in the house was asking me to do that. I just felt like doing all of that. And I didn't even know, like in the lockdown, I got to know I do not enjoy watching TV that much. And मैंने मनमीत के साथ इतना TV देखा है ना in these 22 years कि I suddenly one day got up and I said, you know what, babe, I don't enjoy watching TV so much. And he's like, इतने सालों में कभी लगा नहीं. I said, that's because I never said. Just the idea that we are spending time together was so enough. It was enough for me that I never mentioned that I don't want to. Yeah. So that's the kind, I mean, whatever your question was, this is how I gave in. Otherwise, nahin.
Yeah, but the way you have been in love with Manmeet, or the way you have, let me say, devoted yourself to marriage, as an outsider, I would see that you completely let go of your own individual identity just to merge with who he and his family were. And that is not something that we are able to see today. Fortunately, because you're so strong, you have a certain power of your own that you can always stand up and say that, no, I reclaim who I am. And maybe at that time, I was happy being
exactly
his
that's
wife.
What I keep telling people that, listen, guys, nobody pushed me into it. I was happy. Yeah. Manmeet asks me so many times. Samaira asks me, क्या कर रहे थे आप? And I was like, पर मुझे गलत ही नहीं लग रहा था कुछ उसमें से. I never thought any of this could later have implications. That time I was thoroughly enjoying. If I was not going to my parents' house for years, it's not that I was not allowed to go and meet my parents. I just didn't feel like. I was having so much fun in my new house with my in-laws and everyone, living that life, that I was fine. But of course, like my parents were like, isko aane nahi dete kya? Aisa to nahi hai. But my parents being very simple, they never questioned me because they were like, we don't want to put thoughts in our head. But I would always keep telling. So for a lot of people, it was quite unreal. People really thought I was doing it under a lot of pressure and I was being forced. Work and all, it was different because that was something that, yes, my in-laws had a problem, my father-in-law had a problem with me working post-marriage, and that's something that I accepted. It was my choice because I wanted to get married to Manmeet, and Manmeet very specifically told me before we got married that, babe, I see potential in you. You've just won a wonderful pageant, beauty pageant, and you have like the whole life ahead of you. So you have so much work coming your way. Are you sure? I said, yes, of course. So I did not work because I took that choice. But there were so many other things when I was doing them. Trust me, I want everyone to believe in me that I was thoroughly enjoying. वो मुझे, यार, you evolve in life, you progress in life, you read so much, and that's when you get to know that anything which is done in extra is wrong. Loving too much also is wrong.
So, Karishma, having had the journey that you've had, okay, you own up to your choices. You've battled the depression, battled the bipolar, your own pretty issues. What would you tell Samira? What would you tell your daughter to do differently than what you did?
Well, to begin with, I have turned out to be very lucky, to have a family where everyone has progressed in life. They all have evolved, सबके साथ ये नहीं होता. So back then, the kind of person that I was, which later made me go through certain things, मेरे को जो बाद में पता चला कि डिप्रेशन कहाँ से आ रहा है. जो मैं कह रही थी कि मैंने बहुत मज़े से किया, बहुत हैप्पीली किया, somewhere it was affecting me, which I didn't realize then. But later, when I did, and I battled this entire phase of depression, my family also evolved with me. They also became progressive. But probably that doesn't happen with everyone. So I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky for the way Manmeet is today. There was so much that he didn't know, to being a complete different person now. He's always loved me like crazy. प्यार की तो हम बात भी नहीं कर रहे हैं because वहाँ पे तो कोई question ही नहीं है. Support का कोई question नहीं है. But there were so many things that they believed in a certain way. कि ऐसा होना चाहिए. The conditioning, that all of us have grown up with. Him coming from a different family, I coming from a complete different background and family. So वो फर्क हमेशा से था. तो the way things have progressed in life, I'm a very different person today. My entire family is very different. But that may not happen with everyone. So my takeaway would be, if I have to guide my daughter, yes, the things that I did, I think I would tell her not to do it that way. As in, love is the most beautiful feeling, one of the most beautiful feelings. Like I always used to say, I love love, I love love. I use that word statement for my daughter also right now. She loves love. And then I immediately said, जो मैं उसको बोलती हूँ थोड़ा limit में कर, because we sometimes don't realize, we just go completely, we just dive into it. You kind of scuba dive into it.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah. But a lot of people just drown. I kind of resurfaced with the help of my family, with the help of Manmeet. I want to say this, because he realized कि ये सही नहीं है, ये सही नहीं है. And धीरे धीरे करके जो भी changes आए हैं, पर मुझे नहीं पता ना कि वो उसकी लाइफ में भी ऐसा हो गया. एंड वाई गो थ्रू समथिंग लाइक दैट, पहले से ही क्यों नहीं. सो अगर मुझे एक बात समझ में आ गई है कि बैलेंस इज द की, वेदर यू आर लविंग, नॉट लाइकिंग एनीवन, वर्किंग और एनीथिंग, इवन फिटनेस, देयर नीड्स टू बी अ बैलेंस. यू कांट गो overboard with anything. You have to take care of yourself.
Do you think that depression happened because you loved too much?
Many things. It can. I will not be able to justify if I say yes, because it's not exactly how it's sounding, but yes, I forgot myself. I was a very confident person. I stayed confident. My confidence never went anywhere. Even during my depression, my confidence never went anywhere. I always say I'm born to a very confident mother. My parents are the strongest support I could have ever had. is still very much around. I'm so blessed for that. And मैं तो शेरनी की बेटी हूँ, शेरनी की बेटी बोलती हूँ, और मैं समायरा को अब मैं से बोलती हूँ कि you're my daughter, you know when it comes to strength and confidence, and मनमीत का तो जो सब उसके पास है वो है ही, but I feel so. Okay, let's say you read about self-love. Of course, I love myself. So 10 years ago, if someone would say, love yourself, and I would be like, of course I love myself, yeah. Of course I love myself. But few years ago, I actually started understanding what self-love is. Then I keep telling people that, there's a very thin line between self-love and selfishness, being selfish and self-love. So वो understand करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, because self-love का मतलब ये नहीं होता है कि आप हर हालत में भी अपने आप को choose करो. Again, इसमें भी एक balance होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. So, no, loving too much did not cause me depression. Just that I kind of forgot myself, did not even look into what I wanted, where I was coming from, what all I had achieved in life, because I was very happy leaving all of that. It was an overnight decision to leave all the work that I was doing and get married to Manmeet, because मेरे पास time ही नहीं था सोचने के लिए, So I was very happy. और मुझे एक second क्या, मुझे after 22 years also, I do not say that, why did I do that?
You don't regret it?
Not at all. Not at all. And again, that's because I turned out to be very lucky, touch wood. To have a very understanding family now. They support me, they push me so much. They don't like to see me not doing anything. And yeah, like, I just started playing cricket 2 years ago. मैंने cricket खेलना शुरू किया, and as a child I was always in sports. I've done a lot of sports, skating, this and that on national level. तो वो भी एक मेरे अंदर था. So there were so many things that I knew I could do, but I had forgotten about all of them. I had forgotten everything, that I can do this, I can do that. Right now I'm going through a journey where I'm getting in touch with the old me.
Everything that you had forgotten,
I had forgotten.
you're reawakening it up.
Exactly. So I think this is something that I would like to tell Samaira, that do not take yourself to a stage where you forget yourself. Remember, I mean, I know I will not crack under pressure, panic situation है या कुछ है तो I'm the best person जिसको आप contact करो. मैं सबको बोल के रखा है emergency में मेरा number, call me. These are basic attributes of me as a person. But when we talk about my pehle ka life and abhi ka life, pre-Kavyal and post-Kavyal, it's very different. Pre-Kavyal, I made a lot of mistakes, which I understood. And now, even when I'm making these mistakes, I'm making sure I'm aware and I'm doing that with a lot of balance. अगर कुछ देखो life इतनी perfection में तो जा नहीं सकती है. You're bound to make mistakes. But just draw a line somewhere. Don't push yourself. If you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. This is what I've learned. Don't feel like doing it, don't do it. Something back here right now, वो my पुराना वाला is telling me कि नहीं लेकिन कभी-कभी तो करना पड़ता है. So मेरी ये battle हमेशा चलती रहती है. And in between all of this, I'm managing myself pretty well, I think. And
I think the getaway that I'm getting from everything that you're saying is that you cannot honor anybody else at the cost of dishonoring yourself.
yes,
You cannot love anybody else at the cost of unloving or forgetting yourself. And that's what we need to remember.
I think I was so not ready for this podcast. Matlab, I am so
Why?
confused right now while I'm talking to you. What I am today and how I'm dealing my life and my relationships, it's not at all what I used to be. Okay? I'm very happy about it. But if you question me, मेरे को अभी भी मेरे past में से कुछ जवाब देने का मन कर रहा है कि ऐसा करो. Why is that? Why? So I still have nuances.
The questions are coming up.
Yeah, I still have nuances of me still wanting to be that person that I used to be, which has caused me a lot of trouble in life. So probably,
Forget you being ready for the podcast. Are you ready to answer the questions that are coming up? Maybe the podcast happened just for these questions to come up. And maybe you can just go back down. I know that you love your journaling. Go back, see what questions came up, see what answers came up, and then you'll know why the podcast happened. I've got a lot from here. And I know that the women who are listening to you, I think it was eye opening for me that beauty doesn't solve all of life problems.
no.
Beauty sometimes can become one of your biggest problems. We are also all going to learn to be more grateful for what we have. Simple things of, I don't need to get into the psyche of how does the mind think, I just need to get my body to move. And I just need to not forget who I am in order to be able to merge with somebody else.
Oh, no,
I've
never
got a
try to
lot-
fit in.
I've got a lot from this conversation with you.
One thing, I think you were gonna ask me about something you would want to tell people with depression ka kuch question.
What do you want to tell the women or the men who have possibly been facing depression and bipolar? What do you want to tell them?
It's one of the most difficult phases of life, but not sounding very cliche, you will see light at the end of the tunnel. And trust me, kabhi tunnel thoda lamba hota hai, kabhi chota hota hai. I know these are very cliche lines, but if they are automatically coming to me, it means they really mean something. One day you will be at the end of that journey, and looking back, you will just say, wow, I have come out so confident from this now, and nothing can pull me down. If I can battle this, if I can handle this without ruining my other relationships and without ruining other things in life, then I think I've mastered it all. Because there was a time once when I got really worried while I was in depression, because I read that लोगों के तो divorce हो जाते हैं depression में, because it gets so difficult for partners to be together and this and that, and I was like, dude, ये तो बहुत scary चीज़ है. And I didn't know whether to focus on depression or focus on my marriage, But luckily, because of the support that I had from my husband, I had to not think too much. But there will be a lot that you'll read. But every journey is different. Every person is different. The way to tackle is very different. And we all come out of it. We do not need to succumb to it. The day you get a suicidal thought, मुझे याद रखना, मुझे भी आया था ऐसा ख्याल, और मुझे एक बार नहीं बहुत बार आया था. So yeah, I know we spoke about fitness. Something very important. I got into my fitness journey way before I was diagnosed with depression. So it's not that depression में मैंने fitness शुरू किया. मैं already workouts करती थी. But that is when I hit depression, is when I realized how much these workouts were important for me. My workouts were the reason back then. Like today, when you ask me what motivates you to get out of the gym, yeah, there are a lot of things that motivate me. The results that I see, I do not want to go back into that phase. I know how much it helps you, mentally, emotionally, physically. So there are a lot of reasons which motivate me. कि नहीं, कुछ भी हो जाए, I'm not going to miss my workout. But back then, getting out of that during that depression, imagine you're not able to get out. It's like you can't even put your foot down from the bed. It is so difficult. And in that moment, my workout, I knew that, I'll go to the gym, I'll feel better. Those are the people who feel more like family to me now. Not just the people.
Your tribe.
Yeah, my tribe, my community. Those dumbbells, when I look at them, the area, the minute I would enter, something would just change inside of me. And those few hours would make so much of a difference that I would be like, आज का दिन हो गया, कल वापस आऊंगी. And
one
like that, one day at a time, I lived extra. Every day that I passed, I knew I was living extra, because trust me, every morning I would wake up and I would be like, अगर मैं इस दुनिया से चली जाऊँ तो किसको फर्क पड़ेगा? You know, हस्बैंड को तो ऑफ कोर्स बुरा लगेगा, बेटी यार वो कैसे करेगी, चलो देयर आर पीपल, ओह माय मदर शी विल तो कोलैप्स ओनली, लाइक आई यूज्ड टू हैव दीज एंड आई वुड थिंक कौन कौन किसको किसको फर्क पड़ेगा, आमिर को क्या होगा, मेरी सिस्टर को क्या होगा, इनका क्या होगा, एंड देन सबका मुझे लगता था ये मैनेज कर लेंगे, ये मैनेज कर लेंगे, ये मतलब समारा का थोड़ा इशू है, मम्मी का थोड़ा इशू है, हस्बैंड तो ऑब्वियसली यार मतलब, बट देन यहाँ तक भी सोच लेती थी कि वो तो बिजी हो जाएंगे ना समायरा को देखने में, मैं इतना दूर दूर तक सोच लिया है. Then when I read about astral world, मैं थोड़ा डर गई कि वो when people commit suicide, they get stuck in between some world which is not good, and that kind of scared me. So
That's when you decided to live.
हाँ नहीं, because of course my workouts were helping me, and so many things used to happen. So this astral world kind of scared me. Manmeet gave me a book, आप इसको पढ़ो, because he understood इसको suicidal thoughts आ रहे हैं. Spirit world वो कौन सी जो book है, Laws of the Spirit World and this and that. But every time I would finish my workout, I used to do this. You lived an extra day. You lived an extra day.
An extra day, yeah.
So
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For being vulnerable, for being open, for being as open-hearted as you are. And I have to tell you that your koala bear hugs, they give me one extra day to live even without you knowing it. So, thank you.
I love you.
I love you.